All right, welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming. Today we have Skyrim, the adventure game. Bethesda, Modiphius, and yet another one of these ginormous boxes of components. Just like the old Elden Ring game, you got 6-player tests, skill dice, enemy dice, health cubes, stamina cubes, magic cubes, tokens galore, horse tokens, militia tokens, wandering monster tokens, character boards, game board, follower, and a bunch of cards, of course, event cards. Yeah. Also clocking in at about a good 25 pounds worth of components. So you need a whole room to what does it say here? It says 1 to 4 players, age 14 or up, 90 to 180 minutes. Good for a night. Whoops. Try not to hurt yourself. Got some plastic baggies for components. Got a rule book, which is nice. Board save box. So you play this through a campaign apparently, and you store your cards as your level up, I'm guessing. These player boards, you're going to be using these little dice, it looks like, to fill in your board. There are 4 of them. Again, you standard party of 4. Player save, player save, player save for 4 peoples. Looks like a map board, perhaps? Game board. Interesting. Yeah, you proceed. It looks like you're proceeding around, just like in Skyrim. You go from place to place and have adventures. Again, you could have it just set up in a game room somewhere, unless just nowhere where there's cats. Bunches and bunches of counters. We've got a selection of cards that are fairly small. Got some miniatures here, along with another separate miniature. Is that the really bad guy? NPC cards, looks like, and little cards for each player, looks like, to show them how to play the game. And here I am. Now I'm not going to bother to try to open this. I forgot my knife again. Somebody remind me in the comments. All right, so the cardboard's pretty thick, by the by. So you got that going for you. All right, so that's kind of a quick look at the components. Let me get this off of here, and then we can, baggies for day. Anyway, so disorganized. Rule book and a scenario book. Oh, I missed that one. So let's see. Rule book's clocking in at short map right there. Small map. 53 pages. The overview says Elder Scrolls, the adventure game, is 1 to 4 players. Adventure and exploration in Skyrim. Each player takes the role of a hero, obviously, and the game is divided into 2 campaigns of 3 chapters each. Decisions players make have a distinct effect as the story goes by, making the game different each time it's played. And so 3 times, so it's 6 game nights. There you go. It's intended to be played in order to form an ongoing narrative. However, each chapter can be played independently as a one-off game. explanation of components, or at least so you can identify what's what. Game board setup. You're shuffling bunches of cards and stuff. Character board setup. Heroes of the game. Reference guide. That's one thing Elden Ring was missing, or I might have missed it. You know, a sample of play. I like to see a sample of play. Visiting the market, moving on the game board, holds and strongholds, quest cards, dungeon quests, success and failure, combat, of course. Different actions you may take. You can get followers apparently, dealing damage, which, you know, pretty complex. Fighting multiple enemies, explorating, improving, leveling up, shadow spells, sorcery spells, skills, upgrading and enchanting, saving the game, playing solo, free roam mode, playing solo, and Explorer's Guide to Skyrim, and explanation of the cards. So no playthrough, in the rulebook at least. And then the adventure book, about this book, contents, campaign 1, the Blades. Of course, it wouldn't be Morrowind or without the Blades. Civil War, campaign 2, and now it's upside down. And the tutorial, there you go. That's even better than a sample of play. Tutorial mission. All right, so you got something to kind of play through to set your mind straight. So that's nice. So another game with a lot of components. Elden Ring clocked in at 93 pages worth of rules or something like that. Skyrim less than that, however, still seems pretty complex. Recommendation, of course, is to always read the rule book. You know, it's not as simple as something as maybe, say, Cosmic Encounter or anything like that. So definitely want to take a look at that. And Skyrim's big. Oblivion is back with some sort of mod, I'm guessing. Just reading what I, see on the web, but pretty interesting. I'm still playing Morrowind, the third game from 20 years ago. I still play that off of Steam, so it's definitely, the Elder Scrolls is definitely a hit when it comes to fantasy role-playing computer games. Absolutely fun, open-ended, wide world. Get around to the quest when you get around to the quest. Just a good time. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you the next time.